Emperor Nero is one of the controversial figures in ancient Roman history. Nero Claudius Caesar Augustus Germanicus was born on December 15, 37 AD in Antium, Italy, now Anzio. His parents were Agrippina the Younger and Julio-Claudius Domitius Ahenobarbus. After his father's death, his mother married Emperor Caligula, who became a significant influence on Nero's upbringing. Emperor Caligula was known for his eccentric actions. His mother had significant political ambitions and aimed to make Nero the heir to the imperial throne. However, Agrippina's ambitions clashed with Emperor Caligula, who was her own brother and former husband. Emperor Caligula had a complicated relationship with the Agrippina family. While initially supporting Nero as his successor, their relationship started to deteriorate. This conflict reached its peak when Agrippina was exiled from Rome by Caligula. The reasons might have been related to political rivalry and possibly the instability of their relationship. Despite the tense relationship between Agrippina and Caligula, Agrippina's ambition to secure Nero's succession continued. Thus, Nero's early life was influenced by his involvement with Emperor Caligula and his mother's political ambitions, ultimately leading him to the position of the heir to the imperial throne. When Nero was 17 years old, he ascended the Roman throne in 54 AD following the death of Emperor Claudius. At the beginning of his reign, he gained support from the Roman Senate, which legitimized his rule. Under his young leadership, significant changes occurred within the kingdom. Nero embraced financial reforms, aiming to improve state financial management. He also empowered provincial governors to manage their territories more efficiently. These efforts aimed to strengthen financial stability within the kingdom and address administrative issues. During the early years of his rule, the influence of his mother, Agrippina, also played a role in important decisions. Agrippina had played a role in Nero's rise to power and continued to act as a significant advisor. Her presence and advice resulted in policies that could influence Nero's political direction. However, the relationship between Nero and Agrippina slowly deteriorated. Conflicts and disputes arose, likely due to conflicting ambitions and goals. This strained relationship reached its climax in 59 AD, when Nero took a drastic step by arranging the murder of his mother. This decision ended Agrippina's influence in the government and signaled a shift in Nero's leadership and power dynamics. As time went on, Nero's leadership became increasingly marked by erratic behavior and cruel actions. He became involved in a series of gruesome murders of his political opponents, including senators and nobles. His eccentric behavior and harsh decisions made his reign increasingly controversial. In 64 AD, Rome was shocked by a major event known as the Great Fire. During this event, much of the city of Rome was devastated by flames. While speculation circulated that Nero may have ordered the fire to clear land for larger construction projects, modern historians lack strong evidence to definitively support this claim. The Great Fire triggered varied reactions among the public and historians. Some argued that Nero showed indifference to the city's destruction and was even rumored to have played music while watching the fire, although this story is likely more legend than proven fact. Nero is also known for initiating early persecutions against the Christian community in the city of Rome. He directed blame for the Great Fire towards them, although there is no compelling evidence linking the Christian community to the event. Nero used the Christian community as scapegoats to divert attention from accusations against himself regarding the fire. He adopted a harsh approach towards them, initiating cruel and brutal persecutions. These actions included torture, arrest, and execution of many Christians. The Christian community faced horrifying persecutions under Nero's rule. Some Christians were crucified, burned alive, or thrown into arenas to face wild animals as a form of sadistic entertainment. Nero advocated for gruesome torture practices as a way to punish Christians and strengthen his power among the Roman population. While these persecutions primarily occurred during Nero's reign, they foreshadowed the challenges and humiliations that the Christian community would face in later times. These persecutions also had a long-lasting impact on society's perception of the Christian religion in its early history. By 68 AD, the political situation in the Eastern Roman territories grew increasingly unstable and rebellious. These uprisings threatened Nero's power, and he began losing crucial support in his efforts to maintain control over the empire. At this point, the Roman Senate began to express dissatisfaction with Nero's increasingly controversial and unstable leadership. The Senate took a drastic step by issuing a decree declaring Nero an enemy of the state. This move indicated that support for Nero was waning, even among the political elites. In the midst of a tightening and escalating situation, Roman forces that had previously been loyal to Nero also began to betray him. This marked a significant turning point in Nero's downfall, as he lost vital military support needed to maintain his position as emperor. Facing a growing threat to his life and safety, Nero made the tragic decision to commit suicide. On June 9, 68 AD, he took his own life, ending his controversial leadership and bringing an end to the Julio-Claudian dynasty that had ruled in Roman history. Nero's death not only marked the end of his tumultuous leadership but also concluded an important period in ancient Roman history. The Julio-Claudian dynasty, which had held power for several generations, came to an end, and Rome entered a period of broader change and transition in political dynamics and power structures.